I highly recommend that if anyone has not yet worked with Carrie Marie, that they get to that as quickly as possible. And I promise that you will always walk away feeling better in some regard. And sometimes you can't even predict how that's going to go in your mind.
Let's get up on our feet. Carrie Marie Vaughn is one of the best coaches in teaching you how to feel better, how to ignite your light, how to nourish your soul, and how to define your divine purpose. Let's get on our feet. Let's bring to the stage Carrie Marie Vaughn.
Hey, happy Friday. I just love the music in that intro video. It gets me all pumped up, excited for today. Good morning, and happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to Rise and Thrive Live. And this is episode 9. It's already episode 9 today. Oh my goodness. And today we're going to be talking about creating your ideal life, how to prioritize and organize for success. So I'm super excited today about this topic. Before I dive into it, I would love to, first of all, say hello as you're hopping on. Let me know where you are watching from. And also let me know if you are tired of feeling like you are juggling a million things and not making any real progress toward your goals. I know that that is a very common problem. Especially a lot of the women that I work with that are juggling their jobs, their businesses, their family, all of their responsibilities, their home. It seems like you're juggling a lot of things and then you're not making any progress on the goals, on your real goals that you want to actually achieve in life. So if you at all feel like this, go ahead and drop a yes in the comments. If you have ever felt like you're just juggling way too much, drop a yes in the comments. And today we're going to be diving into how to prioritize and organize for success so that you can start creating your ideal life. And also just keep in mind, I go live every single Friday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern to help you to reset, to grow, and thrive. So be sure to stay tuned. You can also check out previous episodes. They are all available online. So first of all, let's chat a little bit about prioritizing goals. So prioritizing goals is essential. It is so important to creating the life that you truly desire. And so we're going to dive in a little bit more about prioritization, but without real priorities, it's easy to get distracted because everything is coming at us, right? We have a zillion different things in life. There's so much more now. I feel like now that we're all plugged in to social media, we're all getting invited to a zillion different things online. And so it feels like we could easily get distracted. Distractions are everywhere. And so when you're getting distracted by everything else and everything else that demands or your attention, I should say, that all of a sudden your goals kind of get put to the wayside. So you really need to have clear priorities. So when you prioritize what matters most, you can make space for the things that align with your purpose. And it's okay to tell people no occasionally. I know it's hard to hear that. I have been a people pleaser for many years. I like to be able to say yes because I love helping people. I never want to put anybody down or tell people no, but sometimes you have to in order to be able to prioritize what's important for you. So I would just love to hear on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not at all, and 10 being, yep, 100%. How clear are you on what your top priorities are right now? Okay, so 1 is like, I'm not clear at all. I have no idea. I've never prioritized anything specifically. I just kind of go with the flow every day. Or 10 of like, yes, I have my priorities all lined out. I get reminded about them. I make sure to schedule them in, and you are just like killing it. So where would you say? Tyler, you're a 7. Awesome. So that's good. So you're actually really higher on the scale, but it's okay if you're lower because it's a problem that a lot of people have where they are not prioritizing the things that are important to them. So I'm going to share with you some tips today on how to prioritize a little bit more so that no matter where you are in the beginning, no matter if you started at a 1 or you started at an 8, you are going to be able to get that number up higher so that you can be a boss at this. All right. So number 1 is write down your goals. Write down and make sure that they're on a piece of paper. Okay. I know that it's so easy to use like dictation things and things like that. But when you're writing them down, it's coming out of your head and onto the paper. There's actually like a mind and body connection there, and they become real and actionable. And so it makes you take action on those things because you're seeing them. They're on the paper. Okay. So make sure that you're writing down your goals, the top things that you want to achieve. It could be short-term goals, maybe some things that you're just wanting to accomplish this month. Maybe it's longer-term goals, like 3 to 5 years, or maybe even longer, like 10-year goals. It doesn't matter what it is, but make sure you're writing them down and also write down when you want to achieve them by. I like to kind of start big with my big goals, like here's my big, massive goals, and then kind of narrow them down of like, okay, so because I want to achieve this in this amount of time, now let's see, like on this particular month, what do I want to achieve this particular month? And then narrow it down even further and further until it gets down to the day. And you need to make sure that you have actions that are separated with that. So tip number 2, and this is exactly what I was just talking about. I got ahead of myself here. Tip number 2 is to break down those goals into smaller, manageable tasks. So into action items, because it's great to have a goal, but a goal is only a goal unless you're taking action on them. So you can only achieve those goals by taking action. So you want to make sure you're breaking down whatever your goals are, whatever your goals are for the month. And you want to also put them into categories. So sometimes we have like one thing in mind and that's all we can get out of our head. You know, maybe it's making more money or maybe it's losing weight, whatever it is. Like sometimes we have these things and they kind of cloud everything else in our life. And so it's good to categorize these goals. So while you're breaking them down into smaller manageable tasks, also make sure that you're categorizing them. So that way you feel a little bit more balanced. So by categorization, and you can look up whatever goal categories that you want online. There's all kinds of different lists out there of categories that you should be setting your goals in. Feel free to look it up. I kind of like to think about things of like, okay, well, what are some of my health goals that I want to have? And I'm not just saying like your physical body, but also like your mindset and things like that. So what are your health goals? What are your financial goals, your abundance, finances, prosperity, those kinds of things? You know, what are some things that I want to do there with finances? What are my like spiritual and faith goals? You know, where do I want to be along those lines? My relationship with God, how often that I am praying, what do I feel like? What am I reading? You know, am I reading the Bible or daily devotionals, whatever that is? And then some other things are, what are you doing for fun? Like, are you tapping into your hobbies? Are you tapping into things that you love and enjoy and that bring you joy? So think about those things. And there's all different other kind of categories out there, especially like your relationships. You know, maybe you want to build on some of the relationships that you have in your life or make new relationships. So make sure that you are setting some goals along those lines so that you don't have one big goal that's kind of clouding over the rest. Okay. Also experiences, that kind of goes along with the fun, but what are some experiences that you want to have? So keep that in mind. Number 3 is to schedule time, like literally in your calendar, just like you would schedule a doctor's appointment or a meeting with somebody important. You are important. You're important. Your goals are important. So make sure you're prioritizing it. Make sure you put it in your calendar and make sure that you are blocking out that time to work on what matters to you. Because you are important. You're just as important as that doctor's appointment or that meeting or going to work or your kids' appointments or whatever it is. You are just as important. So make sure that you are getting it on your calendar. Okay. And so number 4, and I kind of hinted on this before, is learn to say no. I know it's hard, especially if you're like me. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals, that don't align with your mission in life, that don't align with things that you want to accomplish. even though it's hard, boundaries are just so essential to making sure that you stay focused and on track for achieving your goals. And so, something that I also wanted to mention is that, sometimes that it takes a little bit more of just a to-do list, because of course we can always have our to-do list, and sometimes they seem never ending, and sometimes they seem so never ending that we just don't even do anything on them. But sometimes we need more than that to organize our life for success. So sometimes it's having tools, sometimes it's having support. That can make all the difference. I know that in the past, I have hired coaches and gotten different programs in order to get my life on track and to be really aligned with my goals. Because sometimes it's like you have all these big goals and then you're just like, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing here. I have no idea what, I feel so scatterbrained that I have no idea what to even focus on. I have no idea how to organize it into smaller actionable steps. And so having a coach or having a tool that can kind of help you along with that has been so important for me, I know. And so I actually created a course specifically for this. It's called Life Rebalance, Mastering Wellness and Time. And it specifically talks about how you can balance all these things. And it's super reasonable. I made it so that it's so reasonable. Anybody can get it. Anybody can hop in and start taking action today on it. So if you want information on this course that people are really having a lot of success with, people are starting to really get a handle on their priorities and start improving in all different kinds of areas of their life because they're prioritizing those things. And I literally give workbooks and everything so that it helps you to map things out. And so if you would like more information on that, drop the word balance in the comments, and I'm happy to get you over information on the Life Rebalance, Mastering Wellness and Time course. Excited to share that with you. And remember that success starts with clarity, with organization. And when you prioritize what matters most, everything falls into place. So make sure to drop a comment on one thing that you are going to do today to start prioritizing your goals. Drop it in the comments. I want to hear it. I want to celebrate you. I want to cheer you on. And I also want to keep you in mind that next week, episode 10, oh my goodness, already getting into double digits here. We are going to be talking about unlocking your energy, how to beat fatigue and reclaim your vitality. Woohoo! Doesn't that sound like fun? So I'm excited to bring that to you next Friday. So stay tuned for next Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. I will be going live. I go live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on TikTok every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And also I pop up live during the week too to share little things if they come up between now and then. But next week is unlocking your energy, how to beat fatigue and reclaim your vitality. So with that, I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and be sure to drop a comment as to what you are going to be doing today to prioritize your goals, because remember, you and your goals are so important. So have an amazing day, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.